Zippity-doo-dah, beautiful day, great to be alive. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Chris Brown here again. Now, as you can see behind me, I'm hanging out here at the balcony at the Floridian Resort here in Walt Disney World. Now, the title of today's video is, have you rebounded from the 2009 Great Recession? Now, in 2009, I was still working as a consultant for that $400 million a year marketing firm. Now, for us, business was booming because people were scared, they didn't know what to do, and they needed our help. Now, 6 years have passed since then. The economy has recovered, but has it recovered for your business, or are you still trying to play catch-up? Now, you may have been trying to avoid technology and resist the internet, but since 2009, this has been almost unavoidable. Now, recently, CNN reported on a study that you used your tax dollars to help finance of what all the world's most successful businesses have in common and why they fail. Now, one of the main reasons, as reported on by CNN News, is because of failure to adapt to modern technology. Take, for instance, a family wine business in New Jersey, and they went from $0 to $4 million. Now, because of filling in the gaps that their competition was neglecting to make and adapting to today's modern technology, they jumped from a $4 million business to a $67 million business. Now, wouldn't it be a shame if you lost customers, if you lost market share, and even if you went out of business, all because failure to adapt to today's modern technology? Now, perhaps business is back up for you to what you were doing post-Great Recession. However, you still may be trying to play catch-up from the money that you did lose, though, during this hard economic time. Take, for instance, I grew up in a small town called Three Rivers, Michigan, which isn't too far away from a town called Edwardsburg, Michigan. Now, in Edwardsburg, Michigan, there's a restaurant and a sporting goods store that's been in business since 1985 that recently had to close their doors. Because now, even though that the economy had recovered, they were still trying to play catch-up due to the money that they lost during the Great Recession. So after 30 years in business, they finally had to close their doors, leaving 61 people who are now jobless. Now, according to WNDU, which is a local news channel, who interviewed the owner, said they were unable to recover from the 2008 Great Recession. Now, they did have some investors, but they were unable to recover because they were still building their business like it was 2001. They were relying on the same methods that they had used for the past 30 years. Their competitors were using blogs, landing pages, mobile marketing, social media, and all these other tools. Now, this buzzword of the new economy is kind of humorous to me because, yes, the technology is new. However, the methods that we use technology to be able to sell our products and services is not new. If you look back to what the internet or what people are doing on the internet, it's the same thing that big media companies and major companies were using during the 20s, 30s, and 40s. So we may be your one and only chance to adapt to today's new economy and recover what you lost from the 2008-2009 Great Recession. Here's why. You might go online and see different money-making opportunities for your business or some different local marketing firms. However, have they worked with CEOs of billion-dollar companies? Now, because of the network that I've built over the years, I have access to some of the world's most successful people. But instead of working with big billion-dollar companies, we decided to work with small and medium-sized businesses because that's really where we get to make a difference and that's where we get to make an impact. Now, what would happen if we used the same methods that big billion-dollar companies use in their business, but you used it in your small and medium-sized business, perhaps even a home-based business? Do you think that you would become more successful? Do you think that you would have more time to spend with your loved ones? We all have friends, families, hobbies, and things that we'd rather do than working, right? However, we need to have the money and the time freedom to be able to do those things. That is why we're here. Now, the other day I met a guy, he was in his 60s, and he mentioned a time in our conversation about the last time he had money. And what was very surprising to me, it was before 9/11. So this guy has not had any money for at least the past 13 years, all because of his unwillingness to adapt to today's new economy. Now, money is a game, and it has certain rules just like any other game. And if you want to win, you have to play by the rules of the game. Now, you can get upset, you can rant and rave, you can stick your head in the sand and pretend this doesn't exist, or you can work with someone like us who has work with multi-billion-dollar corporations who have now decided to work with small and medium-sized businesses like yourself. Now, again, the reason for this is simple. For us, this is not just about selling you a product. Of course, this is a business. You need to make money. I need to make money. But our main mission is not just selling you a whole bunch of products. It's making a difference. It's making an impact in the small and medium-sized business community. Now, again, life is filled with precious moments. If you work too hard, miss too many of them, you'll wonder why you're working so hard in the first place. So our goal is not just to help you make more money. Of course, that's part of it. But if you made more money in a shorter time period by using the methods and the skills and the strategies that multi-billion-dollar corporations use, but use it in your small and medium-sized business, do you think that you would be more efficient in your work time? Now, if you're more efficient and if you're making more money by working less hours, of course you have the time freedom to spend that time doing what you really think is important, what really is valuable to you.
Now, again, I hope this information has been helpful. If you'd like some help putting this all together, I want to invite you to order your free DVD, where you will discover how to use the money your competition is spending in advertising in order to get you more business for yourself. Now, the first time that I did this, I used $100,000 that one of my competitors had already spent in advertising, and I used that money to be able to get 141 sales within my very first 6 hours. And I'll show you how companies like Apple, Disney, and McDonald's use this as well, and how you can use it. Next, you will see how to harness the spending power of your customers who are spending money with other businesses to make 10 to 20 times more profits from your already existing customer base. So you have customers, and your customers are going out and spending money with other businesses. So I'll show you how to make money when your customers go off and spend money with those other businesses. Then we'll also reveal the secrets of what companies like Apple, Disney, and McDonald's do to never pay out of pocket for their business expenses ever again, and how you can do the same, and how to get companies to pay you in order for you to advertise your business, and much, much, much more. So again, I want to encourage you to order your free DVD, and you can do that at freedvd.prostarprofits.com.